Welcome to the Bank First Ranger Hour. Super Talk Mississippi 93.7 Spotlight on Northwest Community College. And you can listen to our live stream at supertalknorthms.com. Just click on the link for the Bank First Ranger Hour. Now, here's your host, Gary Darby.
And good morning, my friends. We welcome you in on a Thursday, November 30th. Last show of the month. We'll get ready to move into December. The Bank First Ranger Hour is the discussion today, and we will discuss some financial aid in a little bit with Candace Umberger. We'll have her on first, already in studio, and I don't know if he's ready, but we're going to get him to talk anyway. Dr. Andrew Dale, how are you?
Good morning, Gary. I'm doing great.
Good to see you and have you in the studio. We're going to do a few things, items of business, and really talk extensively with him at 9:30 when we start to talk about more of things happening at the Heindl Center. And we have things going on there tonight, even in fact that I'll mention. We have basketball finishing up before the break, and then we'll discuss some plans and everything that's going to be going on. Plus, I do believe you want to give away some tickets to a couple of shows somewhere before we're done today, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. All right.
2 shows.
So we have Haley Reinhardt.
That's going to be happening tomorrow at the Heindl Center.
And then we will get Charlie Brown Christmas, which will be live on stage. We'll do that
next Tuesday. It's going to be exciting.
We'll do that right after his conversation at 9:30. And so we'll give the Reinhardt tickets away here in just a few minutes. All right, before we take the break, Andrew, and we get ready to talk a little bit with Candace about financial aid and do some things there, Haley Reinhardt, tell us a little bit about that, and then we'll give some tickets away. And you people know what to do, right? 662-426-1093. Have that text message line handy, but trying to put some people in the seats for tomorrow.
That's right. So Haley Reinhardt, she was number 3 in American Idol in the 10th season. That's about 2011. So it's been a little more than 10 years that she's been active on the vocal scene, and she's had some marvelous collaborations. She was a sort of a founding member on the Postmodern Jukebox Band, but I'm looking here at some of her awards, and Jeff Goldblum, Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
He has an album. I had no idea that she's on there with his first album, and she's going to be coming to the Heindl Center tomorrow, and it's going to be Christmas focused, I believe. So it's fabulous to be able to have individuals in North Mississippi come to the campus of Northwest Community College and be able to have that experience where you don't have to go so far away. You know, the live music scene, I think, really is coming back after
Yes.
it being gone, from those activities a few years ago. But having a venue like this Heindl Center, it's not even been a year yet, and we have had so much going on. But Haley, her voice is just like chocolate. It's so good to listen to.
Yeah.
And she's been touring around like a madman. And you'll probably have heard her in some commercials. I think she's in the Mazda commercial that's running right now.
Really?
So she's been trying to get her hands on a lot of things. She's been on a few other TV shows and stuff. So I look for her career to keep developing. And this is somebody you want to see before, she's made it, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like that there's a lot of momentum still left for her. And there's going to be some things that you're going to be like, hey, I knew her, or I went to her concert before. Whatever happened,
the big
you can have
explosion,
that.
right?
And so, before a concert that costs $300, so the Heindl Center is so cool to be able to have it here with parking. It's free. You just drive onto campus, and there's. Did you know that there's 30 restaurants in Senatobia?
I didn't know there were 30.
I've counted. It's actually more than 30. But you could swing in, grab a Chick-fil-A dinner there on campus, and make a date night, Christmas date night tomorrow night. It's gonna be a great time.
So we want you to do that. It's at 7:30 tomorrow on the Northwest Campus, and if you would like to attend, or if you would like to gift a couple of tickets to someone, we're going to give away a pair now. And the simple way for you to do that is use that text message line at 662-426-1093. That's 662-426-1093. Just text message in And guys, I have to make it kind of easy. The first one that does so will grab those tickets at 662-426-1093. So text message in now.
The concert is on December 1st, so that makes sense.
Yeah, right? So we do it. December 1st, tomorrow, 7:30. If you or you know someone might want to see Haley Reinhart in the concert, they got the opening performance by Alice Hasten and Josh Thurkild as well, or Thurkild. If you're Mississippi, it's pronounced a couple of different ways, and so I hope I didn't butcher it. All right, but 662-426-1093 if you want a couple of tickets to tomorrow's performance there in Senatobia. It's 9:15 and a Bank First Ranger Hour underway.
This hour is everything Northwest. Your connection to Northwest Mississippi Community College and powered by Bank First. Thanks for joining us on the Bank First Ranger Hour. Join the conversation now by texting 662-426-1093.
Bank First, a great partner with us, and they bring our Ranger Hour every Thursday. And we get an opportunity a little bit later to talk to Dr. Andrew Dale. But now, Financial Aid Director at Northwest is Candace Umberger. She's back with us. Candace, how are you?
All right. How are you today?
Good. I know that, you've had a little Thanksgiving holiday. The Christmas holiday is coming up. But you're in and busy and trying to help the prospective students. You got your mind on work, right? We're locked in and still ready to go, even though now I guess we got to start thinking about Santa Claus at some point.
Yes, sir, we do.
So tell us a little bit, and I know we have discussed this with you and with others that have been in the financial aid world about FAFSA, F-A-F-S-A, and we've got some changes in that, but each and every time we do, can you kind of remind us what that is and why the people that are trying to get into Northwest or looking for some financial aid, what do those letters stand for, and why do we need to know that?
Okay, so the FAFSA is the free financial aid federal application. So that is for any incoming high school or if you want to return to college for you to apply for to get financial aid assistance.
And we've got some changes coming up this time, correct?
Yes, sir. So this year they have moved the open date, and that is going to open by December 31st of this year. It usually opens up on October the 1st, but they have changed the opening date. They are requiring all contributors to have an FSA ID. So a contributor is anybody that has to provide information on the FAFSA. So that's going to be the student, the parent, and possibly the spouses of those prospective people, depending on how they filed their tax return. But every student and parent does have to have a FAFSA ID to file this FAFSA to give your consent to allow for the government. One of those changes that we're talking about is that they are now requiring all of them to give a consent and approval to import the tax information that you provide on the FAFSA straight into the FAFSA. So they're going to retrieve that information straight from the IRS for these students, so they no longer have to go manually enter that information into the FAFSA.
Okay, I can see the need for that. Does this make this, I know we're pushing it back to December from October, but does this draw the process out a little bit, or does this maybe shorten things? Does this help in regard, or is this
going to? Yeah, so this is going to help students.
Okay.
So they're taking those questions down from being 108 questions down to 46 questions.
Okay.
So the only thing that this hurts with students is the delay process. So with you having a shorter window of getting that FAFSA on file and getting those requirements in that and telling you what you're eligible for the year.
I guess is part of the issue here, right? If there's a student, sometimes dad's working, mom's working, we have difficulty logging in, doing what we need to do, and this will shorten that process just by giving consent. We've got all the information, and boom, we can go. Is that correct?
That's correct. So They are requiring those parents to have an FSA ID. So, unfortunately, if that student's parent does not get that FASFA ID on file, that student will not be eligible for any type of federal aid.
Candace Umberger is with us, Financial Aid Director at Northwest. So applications open on December the 31st. And is there a cutoff date for that after the 31st?
So that application is good for the entire school year that we'll be going through. So that will start for August of 24 and go through the June of 2025.
Gotcha. All right, so let's talk about some other things that are going on as well. What else do you want to lead us through today? I know we've got, some state's new financial aid to dual enrollment students?
Yes, so the Mississippi Office of Student Financial Aid is now offering a new scholarship opportunity for a junior or senior in high school to receive funding for up to 6 college credit hours in their lifetime. So they can apply for this scholarship opportunity at msfinancialaid.org. It is a very short process, and they do not have to provide any supporting documents, but this is a great opportunity for Mississippi high school students to receive some funding for college credits.
The Northwest campus in Oxford has a great program already in line with Oxford high school students that I've hoped, and now maybe with this, is going to open doors to other places and other students, and I think it will be great because those, again, can take up to 6 hours of college credit right at any Mississippi community college. We're specifically talking Northwest, and get a jump start on your college degree while you're still working for that high school diploma.
Correct. They can start earning college credits to get that diploma.
So obviously we're talking to moms and dads here that are listening, and can you, again, for them, kind of lead the process and how simple it will be to help your junior or senior, wherever you're listening, to get ahead of the game, so to speak?
Right. So they'll go to MississippiFinancialAid.org, and they will create an account there. It is a 15-question application. They're not required to provide any documentation to go along with that, and it is very simple. It's name, date of birth, where you live, where you're graduating from, those kind of things. So it's very simple.
And then they will maybe send that information to you guys, and then, boom, the parents, the student, and Northwest can get together and figure out how to pull this off, right?
Right. So they'll submit it with the state, and the state will then send the roster to us saying, hey, this student applied. It's a first-come, first-serve opportunity. So they send us a list of those high school students to us for us to award, and we will confirm with the high school and those students to make sure that they're in the right programs and the right classes, and they get that funding that they're eligible for.
Excellent. You said a first-come, first-serve. Is there a cutoff for this since it's new, or is this available for a lot of people?
So it's available for all students that are in Mississippi. The Mississippi Financial Aid is offering $10 million for any junior college or university for those students to receive funding.
Okay, excellent. Last message before we're done here, because I know it is a busy time. You're working throughout all of this through the holidays and trying to get our students in the financial aid world set. Any other message we need to get out?
Just make sure that you have your FSA IDs on file. Make sure that you get your FASFA filed as soon as possible. It does open the 31st. We also have institutional scholarships that they can apply here at Northwest, and that deadline is April the 1st.
Candace, thanks for your time again, and I appreciate your few minutes with us on the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
We'll come back. We'll do a little bit more. Dr. Andrew Dale's on the other side. It's the Bank First Ranger Hour.
Thanks for listening to the Bank First Ranger Hour, your connection to Northwest Mississippi Community College on SuperTalk Mississippi 93.7 and streaming live at supertalknorthms.com. Just click on the link for the Bank First Ranger Hour.
And as we tell you, we will have a podcast form of the program coming up because the gentleman in studio with me, Dr. Andrew Dale, puts that up and gets that out there to you as soon as I email things to him. It's all on me, and then it's on you, right?
Yeah, it's marvelous. I think there's more than 110 episodes there now at this point. So that's more than 2 years worth of podcasts you can go back and listen to. All things Northwest, everything going on there. We try to make sure that you hear from every area of the college, every area of sports, performances, career technical. So if you want to know about Northwest, it's there on the podcast.
Anywhere you find your podcast, friends, go look and find the Bank First Ranger Hour. Shout out to Clyde from Batesville, Andrew, because he's the one that's going to go see Haley Reinhart tomorrow.
Whoop, whoop. He's going to have a great time.
Absolutely. Thanks for listening, and we appreciate that. Clyde, those will be at the Heindl Center and waiting on you, and a little bit later on, because I thought, we asked for the text messages, right? And then we were giving away those for tomorrow's show, and there's a couple that are already excited about Charlie Brown. We're going to have to get them going a little bit later on.
Go ahead and give that number out again.
426-1093 is the text message number. I think you're gonna try and do some trivia stuff.
Yeah. Well, I've got one for him.
Okay.
And we'll do it at the end of this section of the interview.
All right. Sounds good.
So on Tuesday, let's talk Charlie Brown.
Okay.
Charlie Brown, I don't know about you, about growing up and watching TV. TV's always been a focus of the modern American family.
That's right.
And since 1965, a Charlie Brown Christmas special, a Charlie Brown Christmas, has been on the TV. It started on CBS and ran to 2000. ABC picked it up after that, and since 2020, Apple TV has had the rights to this. And it has become one of those things that you just have to watch while it's Christmas time with your family. I don't know what movies, it's, if you have to watch somebody fall off of Nakatomi Plaza for Christmas to happen, or you got to watch The Muppet Christmas Carol, or it's Home Alone, or It's a Wonderful Life. There's those iconic Christmas experiences.
You'll catch that a little bit. My wife will watch the Charlie Brown Christmas at some point with the boys. That is a thing that she has brought from her parent, and we, like you said, everybody has done it. And watched it that she does. And then I heard the guys Gallo and Lance talking a little bit about Christmas Vacation earlier.
Oh, yeah, yep. It's just so many
Even
now.
if you don't watch the entire thing, you turn it on and you catch a little bit. And I know there was one day over the weekend when I didn't have actual sports or things going on, and you looked on television and there it was. And they were, I forget which channel was doing it, TBS, TNT, whatever, but it was all day. They were running it back to back to back for 24 hours.
Oh, man.
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
So if you like that movie, that was there, and a lot of them. All right, so I know we're supposed to be doing some other stuff. Die Hard, yes, no, is a Christmas movie?
It's totally a Christmas movie.
Okay,
I mean, Harry Potter's a Christmas movie. Every
It
one of those
can
guys.
be.
So
It can be.
And they came out at that time period. So they're trying to make the market there. But talk about your family's Christmas experience and what you want. Let's not talk about the TV.
Yeah.
And let's not have an experience where everybody's just kind of. Why don't we have, instead of going to the movies or turning the TV on, a real experience of the Charlie Brown Christmas special? It's going to happen at the Heindl Center on Tuesday. The whole bit is live in person. This is not fluffy characters. It's not like Mickey Mouse. So it's an theater adaptation of the Charlie Brown Christmas special, singing, dancing, the whole Vince Guaraldi. I mean, so this special kicked off all of the rest of Charlie Brown's animated features that happened. So this is where it started, this Christmas special, because it was produced, and they were like, this is going to be terrible. The critics were like, this is not going to, and it's become a feature of modern American Christmas life for us. And so the music that's in there, we all love that, and it just ties in so well with the character who plays the piano, because it's just connected. The jazz scene, everybody loves Snoopy so much.
Will the person playing Snoopy actually stick his head up in the air? And I just love watching him, sing, watching Snoopy sing.
I don't know.
We'll have to see, right, on Tuesday.
Just those sound effects that he makes. I'm sure Linus will step to center stage, and recite the part where the angels come out and say, That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
That's the feature that appeals to so many people in that show. That really is what Christmas is all about.
Yeah.
There are so many fun things for the whole family to enjoy. So it's going to be a great experience to hear the music and the singing and to see what you can see on the screen at your house, live and in person in the theater. It's great.
And that's Tuesday, December 5th. So let's do this. We're going to continue to talk, but I want you to do your trivia question, and let's see if we can't get this answered, because it's difficult.
Yeah. Well, actually, for Thanksgiving, I participated in a holiday. It was a trivia. Our family was competing against each other. There was a Christmas movie quotes sheet.
Okay.
And one of the questions in this sheet that we had to fill out, it was guys against girls, was, what does Lucy Van Pelt want for Christmas?
What does Lucy Van Pelt want for Christmas?
So it's 2 words. I can help you with that. And it's the quote from A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Really? See, I don't remember that. I mean, I know the answer.
It's people, legitimate.
I know the answer. Yeah. And he has told me, and it would be difficult for me to come up with this. So
I didn't come up with it.
Yeah. So, okay, ask the question again, and then people text message 426-1093, 426-1093. First person with the answer will get tickets to see A Charlie Brown Christmas live on stage Tuesday in Senatobia.
So here's the question. What does Lucy want for Christmas?
What does Lucy want for Christmas? Now, you've got time, I guess, to Google it yourself.
Yeah.
if you want. But 426-1093, if you'll text message in the answer, we'll get you those tickets to A Charlie Brown Christmas live on stage for Tuesday at 7. 2 tickets, if you can figure that out.
Yeah, so let's keep talking about Christmas, though. I mean, everybody's doing their Christmas shopping and finding things. Here's a great idea. Season tickets to the Heindl Center. They're on sale right now. And let me tell you what's happening it's next year, but it's just through May. We have a Meatloaf tribute in January. Mm-hmm. The last tribute artists have been the very best that we could find. The Elvis tribute artist. And
the last tribute?
Yeah.
We did Queen.
That's right. And he was dubbed on the movie vocally.
Yes.
So this tribute artist, again, Meatloaf, celebrating Meatloaf. It's going to be great. I remember growing up with The Bat Out of Hell. What was the name of that one song that was so popular?
Well, there's 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No, not that
Dashboard, Paradise Under the Dashboard Lights, and then there was Bat Out of Hell.
I guess it must have been that one. So I remember that the daughter of Aerosmith was in that music video.
Yeah.
Riding the motorcycle and all that. So it's so much fun. Terry Fader, who, if you don't know, I mean, like, this is another America's Got Talent or he's, the ventriloquist, and had the largest deal ever, I think, in Las Vegas for a residency. Is just an incredible performer. I've seen him live, actually, in Louisiana at a fair, and it was the Franklin to Paris Free Fair. We didn't have to pay anything to see him. It's a really unique concert concept they have going on down there. But like, this guy is an incredible performer, and to see his show and experience all that he can do with those puppets, it really is an incredible experience. Feel free to YouTube that guy. You're going to laugh. It's fun.
No, he's hilarious.
We have 2 musical productions, Little Women the Musical and Annie, both of those Broadway productions. The Annie production is the massive Broadway production that usually is a residency somewhere, but they have done it for one night for us. So I think the cast is like 60 people or something. It's going to be amazing. Do not miss that. Cal Ripken Jr.
Yeah. That's going to be for a guy like me.
It's where
people everywhere.
Again, we're trying to market things that can hit every palate. But he's going to do a talk and sign some things. It's going to be great to be able to experience his perspective in person. One of the baseball greats. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame, isn't he?
Yes.
How can he not be? Hetty, The Inventions of Hetty Lamar is a show musical, and she's the one that invented sonar. So there's an interesting story there, aside from just the experience of the musical. Here's some other names. If you're a child of young boys, you know Dogman.
Oh, yes.
Dogman.
We've got, I don't know how many books
that's right.
the 9-year-old has.
And I mean, it's just great. And so we're doing Dogman the Musical. I imagine that there's like a school tour the next day or the day before where we're bringing school children in to experience that as well. Colton Dixon, he's an up-and-coming Christian music artist, current with things that are being played on the radio. Ruben Studdard is another American Idol guy with Candace Glover. And Leanne Rhymes was our ringer for the year. I mean, like Mississippi made. I think she lives in Nashville now, but what a great lineup to have all of those names come to the Heindl Center. So there's several ways you could do that. You could buy the whole package season tickets. You could do a pick 5. You could do a pick 3. They're very affordable. I think the season ticket is like $400 for some of the nicest seats. Pick 3, pick 2, you're probably looking at like maybe $100 for just depends on where you're going to sit. That's a great stocking stuffer to be able to just tag that in for another thing. And so not only is it a gift, but if you're buying it for your wife, you're like almost buying it for yourself.
You are getting yourself
like,
a present too.
Let's have a date night.
This is for you.
Yeah. Wink, wink. I know you want to see Cal Ripken Jr.
That's right. I know you want to go hear Cal Ripken Jr., don't
just
you?
Throw that one in there. And pick 3, get the 2 things that she wants and the one thing that you want.
One for the kids, if you want, one for you, one for her. I get it.
It's gonna be great. So I don't know the characters that Terry Fader has. I'm looking at some of them. He's got that turtle, and I think he has a grumpy guy too, an Elvis looking character. But I've seen him. He's actually made some real people. He has one of the Beatles.
I got you.
I think I did see him do Elvis. So who knows what kind of puppet he's going to pull out on his show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. I want to say that we have a winner for the Charlie Brown tickets.
We do.
The answer was real estate.
It is real estate. Lucy wants real estate.
And Dottie from Batesville, we had another winner, actually has won, but she would like to give the 2 tickets to someone that has small children, okay? So we still have the 2 tickets is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
We had a winner.
All right.
But then now she would like to pass them to someone else.
She just wanted to win
because
she knew the answer.
So we have that. And so if there's someone else, if you've got a couple of children, we have 2 tickets to a Charlie Brown Christmas Live on Stage still available. Go ahead and text message 426-1093, and we'll see if we can't do that for you. And we appreciate that. A little Christmas gift.
Awesome.
We're talking about giving gifts, and we can kind of do it that way. All right.
This Charlie Brown Christmas musical is for all ages because of how old it is, how long it's been a part of American culture. It's something that everybody should experience. Everybody should know, at least for just the trivia. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. All right, let's take a break. Are you going to hang with me for the last segment?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Or what? We'll see if we can get that winner again. 426-1093. A Charlie Brown Christmas Live on Stage. If you want 2 tickets, go ahead and just buzz on in quickly there. 9:45.
Good grief.
We're talking Rangers this hour. Thanks for joining us for the Bank First Ranger Hour. It's a special conversation about Northwest Community College. There's a campus near you, and you can join the conversation by texting to 662-426-1093.
All right, first of all, we thank Clyde again from Batesville. He's got 2 tickets to see Haley Reinhart tomorrow at the Heindl Center. And we have a winner for the Charlie Brown tickets, and I'm just waiting to hear the text message back. I've not hear the text message back, but see the answer because it was just like Charlie Brown tickets. Now I'm waiting to see who you are and where you're from, so you can text message in at 426-1093, and you have 2 tickets to see Charlie Brown on stage. So there's basketball going on in Senatobia tonight. Did you know?
You just told me.
Men and women in action for Coach Williams and his 7-1 Lady Rangers. They are hosting Blue Mountain Christians JV at 5:30. 7-1. They opened up 7-0, lost to East Mississippi on Monday night by 5. on the road in Scuba, and they'll take on Blue Mountain Christians JV tonight at 5:30, and then they're off until January the 6th. That's what's happening in community college world of basketball. Like, you play, and then you get the whole month of December basically off, except for the fact that the Northwest men, who will also be playing tonight at 7:30 at Howard Coliseum against Mississippi Delta, they will actually have a couple of games in Boonville in December. Harvey Childers, longtime basketball coach there at Northeast Community College, and they're having the Harvey Childers Classic, and Northwest will play December the 8th. That's a Friday against Motlow State, and Saturday afternoon on December the 9th against a place called State Fair. I'm not familiar with State Fair or their work. I've heard of Motlow State, but good luck to Coach Oakley tonight and in that. Been a fun 2023. I don't know that we'll get the opportunity in December to chat again, but it's been a good year for Northwest, hasn't it?
Absolutely. We've been able to open the Heindl Center. We've opened Chick-fil-A. We've cut ribbons. We've broke some campuses. We have led the state 2 years running on enrollment growth. We have been turning over rocks on making partnerships for our students, for the community. It really is about the vision of the college, where we're here to transform student lives, enrich our local communities, and strive for excellence in our educational programs and services. And everything we do is through that lens of the college. I feel like we're all walking in tandem, lockstep. We have 500 full-time employees, and it's hard to steer a ship where everybody's working together. And I feel like Dr. Heindl has done an excellent job in making sure that we have locked in on what our purpose is and why we do what we do. There's no question, if you walk on campus, any of them, about the vision and the mission of the college and why we do what we do. We love to see students be successful, from athletes to performers, regular students. We were at the nursing graduate luncheon yesterday. We see success happening from top to bottom of our students in the preparation and in their graduation, which happens next Friday. The 8th, we have our fall graduation. And then all the way to getting a job and being successful at that. We're very proud of our students. We're very proud of the employees that help the students get to where they're going and the relationships they make in the process.
Everything booming on every campus, too. DeSoto campus, the concourse in Batesville. Here, the studios are in Oxford, and you've got the Lafayette Technical Center and stuff here, too. Coding Academy in Water Valley. Lineman program in Olive Branch. It's just all exploding.
Absolutely. Again, vision, mission matters, and where there is no vision, people die. We've got that locked down. There's a dorm coming up in Senatobia because we have a waiting list for men and women. If we had it open this fall, there'd still be a waiting list for both categories. We have a building coming up in South Haven for a new nursing program in DeSoto County there's never been a nursing program in DeSoto County, and we're bringing that to DeSoto. It's right across the interstate from Baptist Health, so it's fabulous for them to be able to have that. And just so many things happening for the college, for students, for opportunities to help understand what my career options are. I remember being in high school going, I don't know what I want to do. But there's so many trek points along the way where if you walk in our door or on our campus, people are going to ask or help and like, okay, what's your first steps? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Let's think about this. Let's go visit this. Let's go put our hands on this to see if that piques your interest. And we want to be able to get people in the door and then out the door and employed.
And I ask this a lot, and I know the answer, and they all, like, if you're call one branch, they can help you with something somewhere else. Like, it's not necessarily the main campus, but any of the others. If they don't know the answer, they'll find the answer and get you situated.
We're one institution. Again, 500 employees. We have 7 locations. Olive Branch, South Haven, Ashland, Senatobia, Batesville, Oxford, Water Valley. And if you call any of those places, talk to anybody. We all get together a couple times a year and we refocus ourselves on the mission, vision, and values of the college. And we talk about processes individually. We meet, leadership does, on a monthly basis. And we want to make sure that we're meeting our needs. We look at queue lines and how long it takes students to wait to get to their registration point or to be advised. And we want to see customer service experience. We want to try to take the weight out of things. And we stood up a whole new college department this year. It's the Advising and Retention Center. With these employees, I think there's 8 or 9 of them, just help students get your classes, get registered for this semester, register for next semester, so that when people walk in the door at the beginning of a semester, there's not a line there. We've taken care of the ones that are in-house, and we're ready for the new folks.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in and being a part of the program as always, but it's always good face-to-face. Get to see you and chat just a little bit.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Have a good holiday.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll do some programs in December, but if I don't see you between now and then, same to you, and let's look forward to a 2024.
And to all our listeners, thanks for hanging with us and listening every week.
Absolutely. We do it Thursdays from 9 until 10. Tomorrow from 9 to 10, it's the Roberts Wilson PA High School Sports Hour. We'll discuss the championships that will be going on. 2 champions will be crowned tonight in high school football. We've got a lot of things, including Grenada football coach Michael Fair. So long.